students, as we are done with the reading of our text, I hope you enjoyed learning the story. What happens when we are greedy? I hope you learned a new lesson. Now we move towards our part C. Complete the sentences with the words in the box. Here we have been given some of the words and we have to complete the sentences that are given below. Now first of all, let's have a look at our words. Our first word is greedy. Second word, silly. Third word, happy. Fourth word, surprised. Now below we have been given 4 statements. We have to read the statements very carefully and fill those statements according to the words. Now our first statement is, Nino feels blank when he has a juicy bone. What was the feeling of the dog when he had got the juicy bone? Was he greedy? Was he silly? He was happy. So here we are going to write happy. And over here I am going to cancel the word. Second statement. Nino feels blank when he saw dog in the pond. What was the feeling when he saw the dog with the bone in the pond? There was a feeling of greediness. He was greedy. So here we are going to write greedy and cancel the word. So students, similarly, you have to read the next 2 statements and then fill the words accordingly. What were the feelings of the dogs? I hope all of you are able to do this part. Now, moving towards our next part. So students, now moving towards our part B. Number the sentences in correct order. As we have read the story, now what we have to do is to do the numbering according to the sequence. What was the event that happened first? Now let's have a look at these sentences. There are 6 sentences. First sentence. Nino wants the bone in the water. Nino's bone falls into the water. Nino opens his mouth. Now here are these 3 sentences. Is any of the event that has happened first? No. So moving towards the next sentences. Nino looks for a place to eat his bone. So this was the first event. The dog was moving and was looking for a place to eat his bone. So here we are going to write 1. Next sentence. Nino walks near the pond. Yes, that was the second event. As the dog was walking, he came near a pond. So here we are going to write 2. Third sentence. Nino sees a dog with a bone in the water. As he was walking near the pond, he saw a dog. That is, he saw basically his reflection in the pond. And he thought that there is a dog in the pond with a bone. So here we are going to write number 3. Now we are done with the first 3 events. We have sequenced the first 3 sentences. First, second, third. Now, what will happen next? Nino wants the bone in the water. Yes, as he saw the dog with the bone in the water, he wanted that bone as well. So this will be our 4th event. Next, Nino's bone falls into the water. Was this the event? Or Nino opens his mouth. Now as he saw the dog with the bone in the water, he wanted that bone as well. And for wanting that bone, he opened his mouth. So here I am going to write 5. Now the last sentence. Nino's bone falls into the water. This was the last event. As the dog opened his mouth, his bone fell in the water. So here I am going to write number 6. In this way, I ordered all the events. I sequenced them. So students, I hope you learned from this part and now you are able to adapt it to your own self. So now moving towards our next part.
Okay students, so this is part E. You have to look at the sentences in part D and then match them with the pictures given in part E. The first one is done for us. Now let's read the first sentence in part D. Dino looks for a place to eat his bone. Now if you look at the picture which they have marked as 1, you can see the dog Dino holding the bone in his mouth and looking around for a place. Now let's do number 2. Dino walks near a pond. Now if you look at the pictures, the picture which is positioned as 5 is falling into this sentence. So we are going to write 2 here. Now let's do 3 as well. Dino sees a dog with a bone in the water. Now let's look at the pictures. If you see the picture in position 2, look at the dog's eyes. He is looking into the water and thinking it's another dog. So it is the dog with another bone. So we are going to mark 3 here. Now rest of the 3 sentences you have to do by yourself. You have to read the sentences and match them with the picture. I hope you will be able to do it very easily. Now let's move towards next part.
So students, here we have got our part. Now what you have to do is to attend this part on your notebooks. You have to give the heading of your unit 4, the name of the unit, the dog and his reflection, and then write part F. Then you have to write the question. Now let's read the question. What do you like or dislike about the story? Now you have to give your own opinion what you liked about the story or what you disliked about the story. I liked that this was a moral story. It gave us a lesson. Now what was the lesson? Now as we read the story, we came to know that due to the greediness of the dog and due to his foolish behavior, he lost the bone that he had got. So the lesson was that sometimes due to greediness, we lost the thing that we are having. Sometimes because due to the urge of having more, we can lose the thing that we are already having. Tell a partner what happens in the story. Now you have to discuss the story with any of your house members. Discuss it with your parents or your siblings and tell them what happened in the story. Do you know any other stories about other animals? Now after reading a story, this is your home task that you have to search for other animals and about their stories and then write them here on your notebook. You have to think and search about them. Are there any other animals and other stories like these? I hope you all are able to do this. So now moving towards the next part. So students, here we have got our part. Let's read the question. What other silly animals can you think of? Make a list. Now here you have to think of other animals that due to their foolish behavior have lost their food items or their special things. Now what other animals can you think of? I think sometimes donkeys can have foolish behavior. Monkey can also be sometimes foolish. Duck, a penguin. In this way, you have to make a list of animals that you think can be silly or foolish. So, I hope you all are able to do this. Now, moving towards our next part. So, students, here we have got our part H. Now, what we have to do is to choose any of the animal from our list in the part G and then write about it. We have to attempt all these questions. Now, let's read our first question. What's the animal in your story? You have to make a story related to that animal. Now, the animal in my story is monkey. So, here I am going to write monkey. The animal in my story is a monkey. Can you think of a name of your animal? Now for the second one, its name is, here I am going to write a name for my monkey. The name of my monkey is Chucky. What does your animal like to eat? Now here I have to write, what does my animal like to eat? What's the favorite thing that he likes that it likes to eat? It likes to eat banana. So here I am going to write bananas. Now here I have chosen one of the animal. I am going to use the same animal and build the story in our next part. So students, I hope you are able to do this part. Now moving towards the next part.
Now let's move towards part J. Let's read what we have to do. Match the sentences to the pictures. You can see there are 4 pictures given and there are 4 sentences given as well. Write the letter next to the picture. They have given you 2 boxes. You have to write the letter into one of the boxes, then number the picture in order, and then you have to write the number of the picture as well. Now let me explain it again. As you can see, there are 4 sentences given with these pictures. The sentences are categorized as A, B, C and D. They have done the first one for us. A. Tiggy sees a tiger and a fish in the water. So if you see the tiger is holding a fish in its mouth and is looking into the water, and it sees a fish in the water. They have marked it as A for us. So this is picture number 1 as well. Now there are 3 more sentences, B, C and D, and 3 more pictures as well. You are going to read the sentence and then you are going to put that sentence B, C or D with the picture it matches with, and then you have to number it as 1, 2 or 3. I hope you will be able to do it. The 1 is done for us. You have to do 2, 3 and 4. Now let's move towards our next exercise, next part.
Now, moving towards our part key. Now here we have to write the story using the work that we've done in our previous parts. Then we have to draw or glue the picture of our animal over here. So first of all, how are we going to fill it? This silly, here we are going to write the animal. As I have chosen monkey, so here I am going to write the silly monkey. It's a greedy monkey or a silly monkey. Its name is, here I am going to write the name of my monkey. As I already wrote in the previous part, the name of my monkey is Chucky. Its name is Chucky. Chucky loves to eat bananas. Then I am going to build a story related to Chucky and bananas. Now here in my story, what happened? One day, Chucky was jumping here and there, holding a banana in his mouth. He was jumping from one treetop to another treetop. Then, what happened? Then as he was jumping, he came across a pond. It was a big pond. He saw many fishes. As he was walking by, he also saw another monkey holding a banana and walking by. So he thought there is a monkey in the pond that is walking and is holding a banana. So what he decided? He decided that he will jump in the pond and take that banana also from that monkey. Now, as he was thinking about it, he thought that I will have 2 bananas in this way. Now what he did? He jumped in the pond. On jumping in the pond, he opened his mouth and the banana he was holding in his mouth also was lost. And he was wet. So in this way, what was the lesson we got from the story? That due to his greediness, he lost the eatable thing that he was having. So the moral of the story is that we should not be greedy. We should be thankful for what we have got. So in this way, you have to take your own animal and then write the story about it. So students, I hope all of you are able to write the story regarding your animal. So I hope you enjoyed this video lesson. I will meet you next time with another very interesting and amazing video. Until then, take care. Allah Hafiz.